All right. Oh, I forgot. Are you sure? Forgot that was full of hot water. So today we're making the easiest loaf of bread, and easiest to me equals the best. This bread turns out super beautiful, looks like a great loaf of bread that you put tons of work into, but you didn't put tons of work into. So this has only 3 ingredients. I'm not counting water as an ingredient. Flour, salt, and yeast. That's all you need. It's a no-knead bread, so you don't even need to knead it. It's so easy and it's so delicious, and you make it yourself, so it's fresh. So the real highlight of this bread is that it's fresh. You get it right out of the oven, and that's the best part. All best things are simple. We're gonna combine 2.5 tablespoons of instant dry yeast, a full tablespoon of salt. Gonna combine that a little bit, activate the yeast, and then now we're just gonna add in the flour. That's 6.5 cups of flour. And I'll just kind of mix it a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. I'm just gonna make this into a dough. So a good way to get wet dough off of your hands is to use some dry dough. So I have a little bit at the bottom here. So I just take some of the dry dough and then I just kind of rub it on my hands. So like I said, this is a no-knead bread. So that's why you don't really need to knead it. You just need to make sure everything is nice and combined. So the dough's gonna look pretty loose. There we go. Now I'm just gonna cover this with a clean tea towel and let it sit at room temp for 2 hours, up to 5 hours. This will make about 2 loaves or 4 really bitty loaves. So what you could do is cut it up into 4 little balls, and then you can freeze some of it or keep it in the fridge and make it daily. You just don't wanna keep it in the fridge for more than 2 weeks. I think I might actually do this, like the 4 loaves, and then we just make them fresh in the morning for breakfast or for lunch. Ugh. Died and gone to heaven.
The bitty loaves.
You want to make, it can make 4 bitty loaves. It can make 4 bitty loaves. So we're good. We're gonna just tea towel this baby and put her on the counter. So I'm just gonna leave this for at least a couple hours. All right, guys, so here we are the very next day. Just gonna get this out onto my cutting board. Excited to have some fresh bread today. Just gonna halve and then quarter. And then I'm just gonna form these into little balls that are nice and smooth on the outside. You excited, Luna? Yeah. Fresh bread. So these are the 3 that we'll reserve for tomorrow. We just need to let them come to room temp. So this one is still kind of cold. Okay, so that's ready. I'm just gonna score it with a sharp knife. We're gonna let this sit for at least an hour, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven and it'll be ready to go. Look at this one. This is what you're gonna have for lunch. Here I've taken out a baking dish, put water in it and ice cubes, and then I've put the bread on some parchment paper. So as soon as the oven is preheated to 450, we're gonna put everything in. This just gives the bread a lot of moisture. So the oven is preheated, and I put the stone in before I turn the oven on because it's gotta heat up evenly. And then I'm putting this in. And if you don't have a pizza stone, you can always use like a baking sheet upside down in there. You want it to be hot. Make sure you heat the oven with it in there. Again, you don't need all of this stuff. I'm just gonna use it because it makes things a little bit easier. You can also just like transfer from the parchment paper onto the pizza stone with your hands. So we're gonna bake about 24 to 28 minutes. I'll just check it at 20 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, definitely needs some more time. See, it's like still white, not too crispy yet. So